Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 5 of our 9th season here at Riga FC. I'm the Custard Prophet and this is the Latvian job. And oh my, we've got, as always, one of the biggest games of the season. It's the Champions League playoff game and we have an absolute toughie against Red Bull Salzburg. Are we going to get through this? I really don't know. We played them 2 years ago and that was in the group stages, and over those two games we did lose against them, but we did actually play quite well against them. So I don't know whether we are a better team than we were then. I hope we are, but let's find out. Right folks, yes, Red Bull Salzburg today. Very little to get to update you with since the away match against Astana to get us here. We've only played one game. It was a tight old game against Valmiera, 1-0 victory. They had a sending off after 2 minutes, and we only won 1-0. Mendia with the goal. Doesn't score many, to be fair, but he got one there. That was important. So we got the away game first, which we'll play right now, and then a little bit later on today, it's the home game. If we can get, I don't know, a narrow loss in the away game, it gives us a real chance to get through. The only real things to worry about here is the fact that we've got Uldrikis out. That's the one thing. The rest is not too bad. We're going to be... I'm going to have a think about the team first of all, and then we'll decide. That's not the final team. Let's move forward. Let's play this game. Here we are. Ready, folks. I'm about as ready as we're going to get. We're going to dive on in, and I'm going to sort the team out first. Right, I think this is probably as good as it's going to get. We are going to be playing with Misu, Krollis, and Daff up top. Are we going to play Pape Daff? Yeah, let's play Pape Daff up top. We've got other options, but he's doing all right. Midfield, Brew, Vieira and Chiadio. It's a nice collection there. And at the back, it's Messina, Mendy, Stankus and Jamal Abdi in goal. Bench looks strong. We've got Lissinovs and Popovic as strikers. Tariq and Franco midfield, and Georgescu and Yauzems. That's a really, really strong bench. Quite excited to see how we can do here. Uldrikis being out is the loss, but we are going to try and have to figure out how to play with him not in the team, because he is not getting any younger. He's over 30 now, so we need to figure out a way that does not completely rely on Uldrikis. So here we go, walking out on the pitch. This is going to be a toughie. I think this particularly hard, the away game. It'll be interesting to see whether it's kind of completely in Red Bull's favour or whether we get an injury after 5 minutes. Bugger. But I mean, it's an injury, and it's not an ideal injury, but we can bring on Popovic, who's a very, very good player. So it's not ideal, and hopefully he's not out for long. Misi's a great player, but I think we can plug that gap without too much of a problem. But here we go. We've managed to get the ball. Oh God, no. We haven't done that, have we? Injury after 5 minutes, sending off after 9 minutes. Shit. Oh, for Pete's sake. Right, well, why can't we just have it easy? Right, Jamal is going to move to the left side. And I guess it's going to be Pape Daff who's going to come off. We're just going to have to play Krollis and Popovic there. I mean, this is not ideal. This is not ideal. We've made 2 substitutions in the first 10 minutes because of this. We're going to be in trouble here. So we've 25 minutes in. We've not really seen much from them, but here we go. First chance here. We've given away a bloody penalty. It's just, I mean, this is the ultimate shooting yourself in the foot. I mean, that it did look like it was just on the inside of the box, yeah. And that's Stankus now. So Tomita, come on, nah, bum. Well, what can you do? What can you do with this start? This is the most horrific start you could possibly have. So Yaozems has got it. I mean, even with going down to 10 men, even with that, having Misus taken off, having to rearrange ourselves, giving away a penalty, all these things, they've not had that many chances. Look, you look where we are in comparison. Obviously, they're going to be able to do what they're doing here, maybe more. A lovely challenge there, whoever that was. Susic, Vieira's cleared it. Very nice. Don't know what that was all about. Mensah down the left side. But Vieira's picked that up. Nicely done. Stankus. Ball forward. To absolutely no one, because we're lacking in a few figures there. Karamoko. Mensah. Oh my lord. And that was a free kick. It was offside, but goalkeeper is having to play well. Now we've seen some chances for them. Well, half time's up. We're 1-0 down. That was the penalty that we conceded. They've had one other good chance. We've not seen a highlight, but you can see we've had a few shots at the goal. We've already used 2 substitutes and we're down to 10 men. We may struggle with tiring a little bit later on. I think we'll probably have to bring on one of our midfielders, but we will see. Franco's a possibility for Vieira. I don't want to go down to 9 men. Right, just try and blitz them. Try and just motivate them a little bit in the second half. We'll encourage them. Let's see. Well, Mensah's put it in. I don't think that's the highlight. Abda's got it. Now, can he find... Got a little bit of pace up top with the likes of Popovic. And we've managed to hold on to that. Oh, not quite. What are they going to do when they go to... I mean, they've not absolutely dominated us, and that's pleasing. Jamal. Back to Jamal. Abda's going to try... Oh, it's a terrible ball from him. That's not what we needed. I mean, we're doing enough to shoot ourselves in the foot without doing even more. Right, here we go. Vieira. Are we going to see a highlight for the guys in blue? No, well, that's apparently a fair challenge. I'm not so sure about that. And it's 2-0 down. Kajagard. What can you do in this sort of situation? We've only got one sub to make, and we've got to be really tactical when we do that. Yeah, Franco is absolutely shattered. What are you doing? Why does he so often, whoever's at left back, decide that is the ball that they're taking? Here we go. Well, Yazems has done well. Come on. Let's try and do something. A Chiadio, ball through. It's Popovic. Oh, he's gone wide with it. We really needed that. Yeah, so we are going to make the substitution. Vieira is off and Franco is on. He can play that role very, very well. He's done good so far since he's been with us. Popovic, it's into Brew. Brew to Jamal. Come on, boys. Let's just get it to 1 goal away. I'm feeling a bit hard done by here. Krollis. Don't shoot, Krollis. Whatever you do. Because we know what's going to happen. It's Popovic. Oh. What happened there? Did someone absolutely blast it over the top? We're showing some fight. That's pleasing. It's up the other end though. I mean, if they got it to 3, I think that might be it. Might be all over. But there's still a hope, I think, if it stays like this. There's a lot of hope if we can get it back just to 1 goal difference. It would just be nice to actually have 10 men on the pitch for slightly longer than we managed it. Oh, Tamita. And he scored, and that was poor defending. I think it was Stankus who just got turned there. Well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? And there's nothing more we can do, really. We can't really go attacking any more than we're doing. We really can do very little. Chiadio has made a challenge there. It's a lovely play, but the ball to Brew isn't good enough. And again, Tomato into the back of the net. That's not his name. That's what it feels like. Being pelted with tomatoes constantly is what it feels like. We're 4-0 down. And it looks, folks, like we're heading into the Europa League groups. And we've really not had chance to give a decent account of ourselves. Come on. Well, Popovic, just such poor control on the ball there. Just trying to dribble with it, but it popped off his feet. And here they go again. Stankus has got it now. Back to the goalkeeper. He clears up the pitch. We've just not really seen much, but Popovic here. And again, it's a save. I think it was... No, it wasn't. I thought it was going to be offside, but we've had enough to get a goal. Definitely. I thought that was going to be another bloody penalty. I'd have given up by then. Right, Abdi's got it. Come on. 4-0. There's no way we can get back from this. Absolutely no way. Oh, it's nicely done. And Abdi does well there. I mean, it's kind of what I expected given the circumstances, but yeah, I think we're just tiring really badly now. But what can you do? We know we need to have to score, so we are going to have to go out of them a little bit more. I don't think we can go more attacking than we're going, but we certainly can't go more defensive than we're going. Well, didn't see that one coming. 4-0 loss, absolutely smashed out of existence. Well, not really. Had some chances. Look at that there. Really decent chances. And, couldn't refresh the team towards the end. Down to 10 men very, very early on after 10 minutes. Yeah, already made 2 subs by then. But, yeah, it was a silly sending off. And an injury right at the start. Which, none of it's ideal, but I think conceding 4 goals is disappointing, and not scoring one of those goals that Popovic had the chance to do, that was a bit rubbish as well. I wonder whether actually we should have gone the other way around and brought Krollis to the left and actually had the other Latvian tall lad up there. Oh, I don't know, folks. We're going to come back for the second leg, and we're going to try and do the miracle. Right then, folks, we are back trying to do that miracle. We have just qualified for the quarterfinals, I think, of the Cup, beating Noah 5-1. We had 2 goals disallowed, so that's essentially the score we want in this game. I don't think we're going to get it, or a 4-0 would do, but Salzburg are a slightly better side than Noah. We had goals from Erglis with a couple, and Lissinovs are getting 3, a massively rotated side. And as I said, there was all sorts of goals disallowed and all sorts of things going on. They did score a goal, which is disappointing, but given how rotated the side was, you can excuse 1 or 2 errant chances. But here we go. Let's do it. I'm excited. Doesn't matter if we don't qualify for this. We've got money in the bank. It's fine. We will go into the Europa League, into the group stages there. It'd be interesting to see how we do now in there. Also, very interesting to see where we are ranked as well, because ranking has improved each time. But let's see. This is the team I've decided to go with. Maybe slightly... almost screwed that up. Abda's going to be in there. So, last time we just had injuries to Uldrikis. This time Misu is out, Vieira and Messina suspended, and Juru also out. So yeah, there's 4 players missing. So team we go with is different. It's Popovic, Krollis and Erglis. We'll see whether that works. Baru, Franco and Chiadio across the midfield, and Jamal, Mendia, Stankos and Yauzams with Abda in goal. Come on folks, let us dominate. Right, 4 goals to get back. I would take just a win. Let's just try and get something positive out of this mess. Abda has just grabbed the corner, a bit of a dodgy corner from them. There was no one at the far post, and he was standing there and nobody else was. And we've got it in midfield. Erglis, he scored a couple of goals. I think maybe it's time for him to become the man I think he could be. We need to be a little bit more accurate with these passes. A beautiful ball over. It's Popovic, who missed a hatful in the last game. And Krollis, it couldn't be much of an easier chance. No one near him. We should be 1-0 up. They've got a chance here. Tafania, Oka. Oh, not again. Really? What the hell is going on here? Do we have to give penalties and free and red cards away every single game? Is that the rules in Europe? Oh my. Stankus has been sent off and we've given a penalty away. That is beautiful, isn't it? Ah, cripes. I've lost for words here. Right, well, Erglis, I guess, is the man who's going to come off. And I just want to have 10 men on the pitch. Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is. So we will play Georgescu, who, I don't know what you feel. I think, because he's on loan, but I don't feel I'm going to look to sign him next season. He just hasn't really done it for me. Well, that should be retaken because we had one of our players in the box. He was in the box. Look at him running there. He's still in the box. That should have been retaken. It's interesting how many red cards we seem to have had in Europe versus not in Europe. I don't really understand why that's the case. We've had quite a few, as I remember. As the ball just goes off the bar. Come on. I was hoping for the win. Just a goal would do. At this point, I think, it's been harsh. It's been really harsh. I mean, yeah, it was a crappy tackle, but for it all to happen so early in the game for both matches, it's 16 minutes and 9 minutes. You don't come back from that. Do we stay on our feet as we have another highlight here? Franco, Krollis, because whoever I put on the pitch, we can't do. It's not the same. It's not the same player each time. It's different players, and just making silly mistakes. But we look like we might have had a chance there. Ball in, and it is 2-0. And the goalkeeper could have been a little bit more forceful in his decision making there. He just waited to see what was coming. Babuscu, just look at this, chips it in. Goalkeeper just doesn't do much, and he's out of position because he dithers. And Tafania, and to be perfectly honest, we've looked pretty crappy, but it's hard to say. It's hard to know quite where we are at the minute because we haven't had 11 men on the pitch for pretty much the entire match. Here's Popovic though, into Krollis, And if that's the level of our highlights, I really don't hope for much in this game. Well, half time, we're 2-0 down, 6-0 currently on the over the two legs. It was a pathetic first half. Yeah, I would agree with that. Absolute rubbish. Not creating anything. But what is it with these red cards? Do not know. I'd be interested to look at the stats in Europe. I'm sure we can have a look at that somehow, somewhere. Just on the disciplinary front, because something seems to be going on here. Right, ball in. Are we going to have a shot? Popovic almost got his head to it. It's Franco. Yazem's looked possibly offside there. Maybe not, though. It's been going on a long time, and here we go. Jamal. Is he going to have a shot? Someone's going to have a shot from distance eye. Kiadio. That's nicely done. And Brew. And finally, we have scored in this tie. Is it going to be taken away for offside? I don't think they could. There we go. It's 2-1. Better. And we've got, we are more limited than we were, but we're going to bring on Tariq, who, if you look at his attributes, he's kind of dipping a lot in as he's getting older. Come on. But he has got the free kicks, and that's almost, if I'm going to say a guaranteed goal every time he gets one, but it's much more so than most other people. Front two, absolutely shattered. I think we will make a change up there. Let's bring on Papadaf for Popovic. Maybe he can do something. Erglis didn't even get a chance, did he, to do well. Come on, it'd be nice to get this as a 2-2 draw in the end. Go on, one last chance. Tariq, Yazems, ball in. Oh, it wasn't too far away. A lovely volley, and it was well saved. Wow, that would have been something if that had gone in. Still not over though. Tariq with the corner. And away it goes. And we've squashed the tomato there. Yellow card. Sure you don't want to give us a red? We haven't had one of those yet. Well, this half at least. And there we go. 2-1 loss. Well, we won on red cards in both of those games, but what can you do? It was disappointing. It was very, very disappointing over two legs. And we've really got very, very little to sort of get out of that, really. Very few positives in that. So we have got £5 million after losing to RB Salzburg. I guess that's for going into the Europa League. And we have more money to be made there as well. So finances, I think, are looking solid. 46 million. Okay, we've had in the 50s, but we just want to make sure we don't, because we've got a lot more in terms of wages now. So we just need to make sure we carry on getting a decent way through in Europe. Right, just want to have a little look here at yellow and red cards. So last season, red card for Krollis in that match. So 1 red card, 2 games. Okay, no red cards in those, but we did have did we have a red card against Astana? Was it last year? I felt we had a lot of red cards and a red card in either game there. Just come back here. So red card against City. I think it just feels like it's more. Red card in that game. Oh, it's probably more than we should do, right? But maybe not as many as I thought. Okay, let's just move on to the group stages. Interested to see where we are seeded in all of this. Oh no, we get another £3 million just for getting that. So that was a weird one. So you get a big chunk of money just for getting through to the playoffs and not getting through. I don't remember that last time. So we're almost at £5 million. That's pretty good. Right, here we go. Right, where are we seeded? Wow, we are a second seed. Okay, let's draw the first lot out and then we'll come back and have a look where we want to sit. Okay, so some decent top teams in these groups. What would we like? We've beaten Leverkusen once before. We've beaten Sporting before. Lille, yeah, we could give them a go. Spartak, definitely. It's not ridiculous, even all of these guys. Right, where are we going to come out? I'd be interesting against Leicester. I mean, I don't really mind. There we go, we've got Leicester. Okay. So, who do we want next? Probably not Anderlecht and probably not Bilbao. Any of the others will do, I think. Or Mönchengladbach, maybe not. Oh, I didn't even see your end. That's a little bit tricky. Okay, it's not. Osijek would have been better. And then here, not Mulder because we've got history there. Wolfsburg. That's not the easiest group. That's not the easiest group. I think we possibly got enough, certainly for third place, but second is going to be more challenging than it might have been. I mean, you look at some of the other groups, you know, the likes of Dynamo Moscow, Fenerbahce, and that group there, yeah, we'd have done that. I've been happy with that. That group there, I'd be very happy with that. Apoel, Ludogorets, and Rapid Vienna, yeah. So, I feel that's the harder of the groups. It's going to be a challenge, and I think it's going to be a really enjoyable challenge because it's not an insurmountable one. I think we could beat any of those teams on our day. But we could also lose to them as well. So we will see how this plays out. Hopefully we can have 11 men on the pitch for these matches. We need to figure out what that is all about. Anyway, folks, let me know what you thought of the group stage draw. Maybe more interesting in the Euro Cup. Maybe if we could even drop down to the Euro Cup 2 knockout phases. That might be interesting. We might have a run in that. Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you for the next one where we will be playing one of these three teams. Whichever one comes out first, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.